Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. In this video I'm gonna show you how to create this in After Effects. Let's start. Okay guys, welcome back. I will add the vector link and project file link in my description below. You can check it from there. So firstly let's select these layers and let's close them because we're gonna animate this hand firstly. And let's select this background and let's lock it. Now let's go to the app and let's select this arm and go to pen behind and move the anchor point to here. And select the phone and let's link it to arm. Also select this taxi app and let's link it to phone. And select the pin and let's link it to phone. Also select this hand and let's link it to arm. Now select this pin and let's go to solo. And let's move the anchor point to here somewhere. Let's go on solo. Okay, let's select this arm and let's go to align and let's move it to the center. Okay, maybe a little bit to the left. Okay, this is good. Now select this arm and let's press R and let's go to somewhere to here and let's make a rotation keyframe. And let's go to here and let's change the rotation like this. Also hold shift press P and let's go to here and make position keyframe and go to first second and let's move it to the down so it will not be visible. And go to somewhere to here and move this position keyframe to here. Let's select keyframes and make them easy. Let's see. Okay, to make it more bouncy, let's go to here and go to 10 keyframe. For that, hold shift and press page down. And let's change rotation like this. And go to 10 keyframe again. Let's move it like this. And select these last two keyframes. Let's move them to the right. Let's see. Okay, go to this keyframe and let's move it like this. And go to 10 keyframe again. Let's move it to the right. And go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it +2. And go to here. Let's make it 0. Also select this position keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V here. Or maybe we can move it like this. Let's see. Okay, let's go to here and let's move it like this. And go to 10 keyframe again. And let's change it to -2. And go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 8. Or maybe 4. And go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 0. Also, let's delete this keyframe and select this position keyframe. Let's move it to here. Let's see. Okay, let's delete this keyframe and select the keyframes and let's move them like this. Let's see again. Okay, and then go to here and let's make this one to -9. And go to here. Let's see again. Okay, this one is good. Now let's go to somewhere to here and select this pin and let's make a scale keyframe and let's change it to 0 and go to 10 keyframe. Let's make it 110 and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it 95 and go one more time. Let's make it 100. Select keyframes and make them easy and hold Alt. Let's move them to the left. Let's see. Okay, let's select them and hold Alt, move them to the left a little bit more to make it more fast. Okay, and then let's go to this keyframe, hold shift press R, make rotation keyframe for it as well, and go to 10 keyframe. Let's change the rotation like this and go to 10 keyframe again. Let's make it -10 and select keyframes, make them easy and go one more time 10 keyframe. Let's change it to 0. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and hold Alt. Let's move them to the left and move them to the right. Let's see. Okay, select keyframes and let's move them to the left for the timing. Nice. Also, let's go to text tool and let's type here taxi and select the text. Let's go to character and change color to yellow. And click OK and let's move it to done and let's change the size of it. Okay, go to selection tool and let's move it to here. And from here select this text and let's link it to phone. Select the taxi app and let's delete it. Select this text again and let's change the scale a little bit more, like this. Now let's make a new null object. For that, right mouse, go to new and click to null object. And let's move it to here and go to pen behind, hold Ctrl, double click to it to move the anchor point to the center. Now let's rename it to controller. And let's go to down, select this arm and let's link it to controller. Let's go to here and select the controller, press P, make position keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it to down. Select keyframes, make them easy and go to graph editor. Let's zoom a little bit and change the graph like this. Let's see it full. Okay, it's kind of fast, so select the last keyframe and move it to the right. Let's see this part again. Okay, maybe we can move it like this. Let's see again. Nice. Now let's enable these car layers like this. And let's select these trees and let's link them to road. And select this car body. Let's link it to car main. And select this headlight left, right, yellow lights. And let's link them to car main. And select the car main. Let's go to pen behind and let's move it the anchor point to somewhere to here. Also let's make a reflection for the windows. So for that let's go to pen tool and let's draw one line like this. And let's disable the fill from here and change the stroke size like this. And go to stroke color, select the window color and make it light like this. And click OK. Let's move this shape layer to somewhere to here so we can see it. And select this window. Let's duplicate it with Ctrl D and move it to the up. And select this shape layer. Let's rename it to reflection. And from here go to track matte and change it to alpha matte window 2. Also let's open this reflection settings and select this shape and let's press Ctrl D again. Select this shape too and open the settings. Go to transform shape 2 and select the position and let's move it like this. Okay, this is good. And let's close it and go to stroke and change the stroke width like this. And let's close it. Let's select the shape 2 again and let's duplicate it one more time and open the settings. Go to transform shape 3 and let's move it a little bit to the right like this. Let's make it close to this one. Okay, nice. Let's close it and close this reflection. Also select this window too and let's delete it because as you can see there is a problem. Now select this reflection and go to here, press P, make position keyframe and move it to the right and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it like this. Select keyframes, make them easy. Also select the last keyframe, let's move it to the right. Let's see. Nice. Okay, go to here and select this window, reflection and window 2. Go to edit and click to split layer or you can press Ctrl Shift D for that. And let's delete them and select this window and reflection and window 2. Right mouse, go to precompose and let's rename it to window and click OK. Now select this window and let's duplicate it and move it to the right to make it loop animation. It's done and select this precompose and let's precompose it one more time and let's rename it to window main. Now select this window main and let's link it to car main and let's create a new null object for the car animation and let's move it to here. Let's go to here so we can see it. Okay, and go to pen behind, hold Ctrl, double click to it to move the anchor point to the center again. And let's move this one to the down. And select the car main, let's link it to null object. And let's rename this null object 2 to car controller. And let's go to down, select these wheels, let's link it to car controller. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also select this car controller. Let's move it to down and let's link it to road. And select this road and clouds. Let's link them to controller. Let's preview it. Okay, as you can see, there's a problem with the road. So to fix that, let's go to this keyframe and let's go to down, select this road. Let's press P and make position keyframe. And go to here and make static keyframe again. And go to here. Let's move this road to the up and select keyframes. Let's make them easies. Let's preview it again. Okay, this one is good. Now it's time to make animation for the car. Let's select car controller. Let's go to here and press P, make position keyframe. And go to here again. Let's make static keyframe. And go to here. We can move it to here somewhere. Okay, select this keyframe and let's delete this one so we can move it to here. Select keyframes, make them easies. And let's see it. Okay, it's kinda fast, so select the last keyframe and move it to the right. Let's see again. Okay, select keyframes and go to graph editor. Let's select it and move it to the left and this one as well. Let's preview it. Okay, nice. And select car main and press P, make position keyframe and go to 10 keyframe. Let's move it a little bit to the down and go to 10 keyframe again. Select the first keyframe, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V. And select keyframes, let's make them easies. And hold out, let's move them to the left. Let's see this part. Okay, it's a little bit fast, so select keyframes and hold out, let's move them like this. Let's see again. Okay, and select keyframes, let's move them to here, so it will start from there. Now select keyframes, let's press Ctrl C and paste them for loop animation. Let's preview it. Okay, road is still kind of visible, so let's go here and move it a little bit to the up. Let's preview it again. Let's still paste them for a loop animation. Let's go here and press N for change the duration of timeline. Also guys, as you can see, there's a missing part with our road. So to fix that, I'm gonna use pen tool and make one shape like this. Let's zoom to here and let's make one point to here and connect it from there. Now let's connect them and let's disable the fill. Let's write it 0 and go to fill and let's use eyedropper to select the color and click OK. Let's go to the up and select the shape layer. Let's move it to down and move it to here or maybe to here. Select the shape layer and let's link it to road. Let's see if it's visible from there. Okay, it is, so we can fix it with moving to the up. Let's see. Okay, there is a still problem. Select the shape layer and select this point. Let's move it like this. Nice. Let's see if it's visible. Okay, we can move it a little bit more. Nice. Let's check it. Nice. And lastly, let's add a road line to our road. For that, I'm gonna use pen tool again. Let's select the pen tool and go to here. Let's make one line to here and another one to there. And let's disable the fill and change the stroke width to 6 and change the color to white. Click OK. Let's make it 10 actually, so it can be visible. Let's go to the up and select the shape layer tool. Let's move it to down to road. And let's open the settings, go to contents, open the shape one, and from here let's open the stroke one, and let's add dashes, and let's change the dashes like this. Okay, and let's go to here, let's make an offset keyframe and go to the last second. Let's change it to -2000. Let's see. Okay, nice. Let's close the settings and select the shape layer tool, and let's link it to rod. Let's preview it. Okay, select the shape layer tool and press U so we can change the offset again. If you want to change it high, just hold shift and let's move it like this. Okay, let's see it again from here. Nice. Also, lastly, I'm gonna add the headlight effect. For that, let's go to effects presets and let's search for glow, and let's go to that and select this headlight left. Let's use glow on it. Okay, as you can see, it's kind of different from the headlight right. Okay, to make it randomly, let's go to here and make a glow radius keyframe and go to 3 keyframe with page down and change it to. Let's press U so we can see the keyframes, and let's go to 3 keyframe again and let's make it 20. Also select this keyframe, press Ctrl C and go to here and paste it so we can see it. Let's see. Okay, it's really fast, so select keyframes, hold Alt, let's move them to the right. Also right mouse, go to keyframe assistant and let's use easy ease. Let's see. Okay, nice. Let's copy these keyframes and go to here. Select the headlight right and let's paste for it as well. Let's press U so we can see it. Okay, nice. Also, let's use for the yellow lights. So select the yellow lights and let's add glow effect. And I'm gonna use glow intensity for this one. Let's make glow intensity keyframe and let's change it 0.2 and go to thin keyframe. Let's change it like this and go to thin keyframe again. Let's change it to 0.2 and press U so we can see the keyframes and select keyframes. Let's make them easy and select keyframes. Let's move them to here and hold Alt. Let's click to here to make a loop animation and let's press this icon and go to property and click to loop out. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also, let's animate these trees. For that, let's go to down and select these trees. Let's press Ctrl D, press P, let's move them to the right. And let's zoom out a little bit and let's move it to here. And select this tree tool, let's link it to trees. Let's select these trees, let's go to here. Somewhere like this. And make position keyframe. Let's go to here and move it like this. Okay, let's select the keyframes and move it to the right. Let's see. Okay, nice. Also, let's animate these clouds. Let's go to here and select these clouds. Let's press P and go to here. Let's make keyframe for all of them and go to the end. Let's select the cloud one and move it like this one. And select the cloud 2. Let's make it like this. And cloud 3. Let's move to here. And cloud 4 like this. and cloud 5 from here to here. Nice. Let's preview it again. Okay, nice. So guys, thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe channel and leave a comment in my video. See you in the next videos.